Hey Aries, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your mid-month love reading. Your Love Sitch checking in with your energy and present time. And this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, welcome. We're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Aries. We're going to take a look at your situation in love right now. We're going to take a look at your energy, the person who you're thinking about, their energy. We're going to look at the energy that the two of you share together and a possible outcome. Look at energy that you don't see coming and get some advice. So let's see what you got, Aries. We got the Seven of Cups reversed, the Moon reversed, Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups reversed. So let's check it out. The first thing that I'm feeling is that somebody is really focusing on, it's like you've been together for a little bit, long enough now for the dynamics to actually come out. It's like you're triggering each other and the dynamics are coming out now. So this is a time where things can be like, you can project things onto your partner can project things onto you, but it's like there's some working out of that type of business. You could be doing this, they could be doing this to you. There's some kind of like somebody's had some kind of problem in the past and suddenly they're reacting or responding to you like you are this other person in their past. And there's like working this out. I feel like they know this, but this knee-jerk reaction to respond is really, really strong. Ultimately, it looks like you've had a conversation about this or you're working on this, and it seems like this, you can move through this. I want to just go ahead and start clarifying right now, though. That's pretty interesting. Whoa, okay. So yeah, okay, so here is the Seven of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands reversed. So this is talking about, okay, we've got some themes and patterns we're not going to take forward, into the future, and we're focusing on them. We're identifying what they are. And this Moon reversed, this feels, Aries, like a commitment. Like you're committed to each other to work these things out somehow. Here's the Moon card and here's the Queen of Swords. Somebody's being really clear with identifying what these things are and talking about what they are. Here, let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. This is, working hard on figuring some things out, becoming an expert at something. And it's the Page of Rods. Like this is actually, even though it might seem like upsetting at first, it's actually a door that's, it's a door, it's an open door, it's an opportunity to walk through, to become closer and understand each other more fully and in a deeper way. Let's take a look at this Five of Cups reversed. This is like, this can be about some things that were, I want to say hidden and troubled in the past, and grief and regret and upset. But then I also want to say, regarding the situation of identifying what these things are, this is about not having regrets about identifying these things and being able to kind of put an end to those things. This is a new relationship. This is a new cycle, having nothing to do with the old stuff, aside from the same people are involved. Like this person was involved, so they're bringing their baggage, but this is releasing the baggage and understanding each other better. So let's take a look at your energy in this situation, Aries. You've got a lot of love here. There's a lot of heart here. There's some kind of opportunity. There's some kind of love, like offering your cup of love and somebody's not taking it. But here's the healing of that, the Sun card. And here's the Nine of Cups reversed. So there's some confusion going on here. It almost feels like there's so much love in this situation, and then someone pulls back and doesn't accept your cup of love. And then there's healing. And then all of a sudden another thing happens and it's like, wait a second, this isn't what I signed up for, kind of thing. It seems like this person has a lot of things that they've had in their past, or a lot of things that at least they're working through from their past. And you're like really hanging in there. You've got a lot of love, but you want it reciprocated. And it feels like you're holding a lot of space for this person to do what it is that they need to do. Let's take a look at this person's energy. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this person is having a lot of these issues because they may have a big family, they may have a big group of friends, but they've had to deal with lots of dynamics and juggling lots of dynamics. Yeah, here's the King of Pentacles reversed. This might even be like a father type issue. Here's the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This person, you're all cups and they're all pentacles so far. So they're talking about root chakra stuff, resources, time, energy, effort, love, money, information, education, like anything, all of that stuff. And they're talking about not feeling solid, safe, and secure in those things. And so it's like they're focused on those things rather than the heart chakra. Like that has to be kind of taken care of first. And here they are with the cups. They're a little bit apathetic to the heart stuff when the other stuff doesn't feel solid for them. Sheesh. Okay, let's take a look at what is the energy that binds the two of you together. So there's some disappointment in not pursuing each other. It's almost like a love language thing, but it's not. Okay, I'll explain it this way. You're like, I want to be loved like this. And they're like, oh, well, I would, or I will, but I've got to take care of all this other stuff first. Money stuff. I'm hearing communication stuff too, but money stuff and like feeling secure first. Even if it's like you could be giving them all of the love in the world, but if they don't feel secure, they just can't receive it. And so both of you, for different reasons, are like, why aren't you pursuing me the way I want to be pursued? Okay, and here's the Knight of Pentacles. It seems like it's just a very slow and methodically moving situation. Here's Temperance, but it's reversed. Yeah, for me, like when I see Temperance reversed, a lot of times it's like the well has been poisoned. It doesn't sound as horrible as, it's not as horrible as it sounds, but it kind of is. This person is like really, really needing to, I feel like they are expecting you to fill that place of, this is so funny. They're calling it unemployment. They're expecting you to fill that place. And it's very possible for some of you, they're expecting you to like pay for them or, take care of them substantially in that way. But for other people, they just are, that maybe without even realizing it, they're wanting you to fill the space of security. I want you to be there for me. The thing is, even if you are there, because it looks like you're doing so much space holding and heart holding, and there's a lot of love there and there's a lot of healing. Even if you are doing that, something needs to be healed within them for them to even like be able to feel safe enough to recognize that you're holding space for them in that way. And they're like, I'm not ready to trust yet. I'm not really sure yet. And this isn't necessarily a conscious thing. What is it that they need? So, okay, their mind is not being logical and not being rational. So they are coming from a place, this is like an adult coming from a child place. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if this person has stuff going on since childhood, dynamics stuff going on since childhood. This is about being really, it's like overwhelmed. It feels overwhelmed and taking care of themselves. And it might be a really basic thing, or for some of you, this might be somebody who like really feels the need to have a lot of material things, but it's still not enough because they don't feel solid, safe, and secure. So this is them getting really, what they need is they need to get really clear in their intention, clear in what it is that would make them feel okay and good, and what the actual problem is, so that they can start switching those patterns and themes up. What else? And they're not talking about it. If they're not talking to a therapist about this, they need to read some books. Like, this is like, I'm not communicating about this. They might even feel like they don't have a problem or they don't have an issue. They might even be well aware of what kind of dynamics they grew up, but they're not working through it. But there's a definite, this energy is like, there's totally a whole bunch of love and holding space on your side, and on their side, it's all about almost like logistics, but the base of foundation. So I want to say this again though, Aries, this looks like something that can be worked through, but it doesn't look like a cakewalk. And it looks like there is a lot of projecting. Why aren't you doing this for me? Why aren't you like this? You know, this would make me happy and it's the easiest thing in the world. Why aren't you doing this? This can create a lot of tower moments. It can create a lot of arguments. Maybe it has already, and that's what's pushing you to talk more about these things. Let's go ahead and take a look at your possible outcome for this situation, Aries. We've got the Emperor reversed. We've got the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So I also feel like there are family members, or there is a family member who is overstepping their bounds in the relationship, like they're giving their 2 cents, or they're talking into someone's ear about what this should be like. It just feels like there are too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. Somebody needs to stay out your business. So first of all, though, this Emperor reversed is trying to get control of the situation, and it's not working. How they're trying to gain control over themselves in the situation ends up feeling overbearing or overburdening, or like they're asking for too much, but they're not giving as much, even though they feel like they're giving a ton. They feel like they put you on a pedestal and they have all this love for you. So I feel like there's love there. But then we've got this Queen of Swords that's getting really clear in the intention. It's almost like, I feel like that's kind of your energy saying, I can see what's going on here. Let's just talk about this. Not only can you see it logically, but you can feel it. You're being empathic about it. And so this outcome has to do with you seeing the situation for what it is, seeing the love that there is for you there. Let's look at some energy that you don't see coming. This is more of like a realization than like some action-oriented stuff for the next couple of weeks. But let's see what's going on. Energy that you don't see coming towards you, Aries. We've got sudden wealth. This could be an epiphany, sudden realization, mature woman. This could be like that intrinsic understanding because you've gone through some things, you notice some things, here are some thoughts. This is you keeping it in your thoughts, but recognizing what's going on, distant horizons. I feel like this has to do with recognizing that there's a lot of potential here, but there's some work to be done. I'm going to pull one more. And here's the privileged lady. I feel like this is an intrinsic energy of understanding that this could be, you could win in the end. Like this could be an amazing relationship, and the two of you are very close together because of this. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these messages of love oracle. What do your angels and guides want to tell you, Aries, about this relationship? I even hear you're on solid ground. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Finances, financial challenges are affecting this connection. They may or may not be. I feel like the finances actually might be fine, but somebody just doesn't feel like it because they're kind of maybe in survival, or the feelings of survival all the time. This is also having to do with worth, feeling like someone values you. Time apart in a decision. I feel like this is kind of like it is kind of decision time. It's like, am I in this for the long haul, or this doesn't look easy? This looks like there's a lot of, layered, deep things that need to come out and be ironed out and worked out. And a lot of it doesn't have anything to do with you and what you've done, but with someone else's background and how they perceive the world. New love, a new love or recommitment to love is developing. I do kind of feel like this is a long haul kind of love, Aries. I feel like this is a possibility. It just requires a lot of commitment. Let's take a look at your romance oracle. What do your angels and guides want to tell you? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yes, I think this can get really serious really fast. And so like there's honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There's definitely a feeling of needing to have like playtime, holiday time, relaxed time, because there's a lot of heavy stuff going on here. Attraction. You attract romantic love by fully enjoying this moment. Staying present is a huge deal with the situation, because it's when we go back into the past or into the future with fears that all these hypothetical things come up that aren't even like actually really happening. Staying present is super important. Okay, let's take a look at some Lunology. What do your angels and guides want to tell you? What are your next steps here? Oof, nothing will come of this situation. A time to give rather than take. Okay, I want to clarify this, not with a card, but with what I'm feeling. Nothing will come of the situation. I feel like there has been some kind of situation or some kind of conversation that has been put on the table that needs resolution. And it's almost like you've said, this is how I feel, this is what's going on with me. And I feel like nothing will come of the situation the way it's been presented. However you've put something out there, it's not being received. It needs to be talked about in a different way for this person to hear you for some reason. A time to give rather than to take. So this is like, okay, I've got to do this again. I've got to explain this differently. It's a lot of work. That's what it feels like. A win-win outcome is forecast. I think that's true. I just feel like there's a lot to do here. A lot to do. Okay, Aries, that's what I have for you. Let me know how this resonated, and I'll be back in a couple of days with another check-in.